Working on a strike in the previous frame, so he didn't lose anything on the count.
So can everyone hear us now? Okay.
Perfect.
Looks like we had an audio issue there. And the feed should load up fine if you... Okay. Again, we do apologize for that as our power got cut off.
So this is Mike up on the 7th, 8th frame with a strike up in the 7th. Look out. He was very aggressive on that one. He needed that double. Down to the wire now. This has been Mike's strong lane. Lane 17, the left lane. And he's got a double up now, so he wants to really finish and set up the 9th frame on this one.
Big shot here.
Good looking ball.
Likes it.
Little like, oh.
I wonder if he spun that one a little bit. He kind of fell out of it quick.
I think you're right. He turned it instead of going up it, yeah. That was a bad count, especially since he was on a double. That's going to make a huge difference. Right at it.
Yeah, saw that one.
Nope. You can put it away.
Well, that's match one. Well, at least we didn't lose anything in the deciding match. We lost one. We're going to go over to 15 and 16 here now and decide the tournament. And please share with everyone on social media that we are back and up and running. We do apologize for that as our power got cut off. And as you see, Michael bringing in a A couple new balls to throw here just to try to look at a reaction, even though we're moving over to 15 and 16, just to get a good feel for what that does on this condition.
I think what he's seeing right now is that anything that he leaks a little bit right is very unlikely it's coming back. But you're right, he's going to go to another pair, so I'm not sure it's a factor, but at least wants to throw them and test it on something he knows, because he's already seen the reaction on this lane with a different ball, so he wants to see if he can get what he wants. And I think he wants to be able to make sure that the back end will give it back to him. So he's definitely going to some quicker response time surfaces. And for those of you watching, when we use the terms quicker, we generally mean we're skidding more, and when the ball leaves the end of the pattern, there's a quicker, more violent reaction, if you wish, because more energy has been stored. When you play with a dull surface, everything is more even because the friction is starting from the beginning of the throw. So there's no quickness off the end of the pattern. It's kind of drained of energy by the time it gets there. So it looks like he's got two shinier surface balls in his hand right now. He's got one he's going to try. I'm not sure that was as good a release as he would have liked. Got a strike on a Brooklyn carryover. The crowd has not left him. He's still there.
Yeah, he's still got all the support here at Chateau Lanes as the local, so.
Another left-hand form.
And as we would say if we were bowling qualifying, don't move.
Don't move.
You got a good look, don't move.
Last throw for Michael. We'll be moving to a new pair. Oh, that's better. Well, it definitely gave him a positive back end movement late, but at least it brought it back. It didn't die out there.
All right, well, we're going to adjust our cameras over for one more match here on 15 and 16, winner take all at the Manitoba Open.
So it's not like Michael hasn't been here before. I recall one of the shows that we've done in the last 4 years where Michael had the lead and had to take and use both games to win.
Yep. I also recall a year not that long ago where he was the 5 seed and ran the whole ladder and won the tournament.
And won the tournament, absolutely. So he's played all the gambits.
All right, so those of you in chat, let us know who you think is going to win the final. Michael Schmidt, Eric Parvey. Schmidt going for Manitoba Open number 7. Eric Parvey was the champion back in 2013, so he's going for his second. Let us know who you think is going to win this match. Looks like we did get most of you guys back in the stream. We do appreciate you coming back and apologize for that slight delay there as we lost our power. But we are back and ready for a winner-take-all championship match. That'll give us a chance here to remind you that Ebonite is the official bowling ball sponsor of NDBowlTV. You can stay connected to ndbowling.com by liking the Facebook page, following us on Twitter, and be sure to subscribe on the YouTube player and hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated. Again, you're watching NDBowlTV, the High Plains Bowling Network. I'm Daren Seney alongside Mike Boroskae calling the action here in the title match of the 38th Manitoba Open here in Winnipeg. We will be in Minot in 2 weeks at the Morris Anderson Memorial Shootout, and then again at the Sunset Lanes on March 3rd for the finals of the NDBowling.com Classic. So if you guys would like to come out and bowl those events, there is more information on NDBowling.com, or you can contact me, which there is information on NDBowling.com as well, and I can get as much information out to you as I can. I think we're going to see some fireworks this match there, Mike.
Yeah, there's no tomorrow. This is the last game. It's either all or nothing. So you can't hold anything back. They've both played on this pair before. So they're going to have to line up again.
And waiting for them is a $1,500 top prize along with the coveted Crystal Manitoba trophy. The winner will get, and we will speak with the winner following this match. So stay tuned for that. And while you're waiting, please share on social media the stream so everyone can come watch that as we are back up and running now.
It looks like this ball change that Mike has made might make a difference. He's definitely getting a little bit more back end. I don't know what surface Eric has on his ball that he's using, but I'm seeing the ball pick up really early. And he does have a lot of ball speed, but if he doesn't want to shift his line, he's going to have to get something else in his hand or change the surface on that ball that he's got.
So once again, Mike gets the choice, and it looks like he is going to start first. And we'll get our scores up and running here.
Well, they shook hands. They're still friends.
Yep. I'm sure they will be after this match as well. So.
I'm sure they will. It's nice to see that so many of the spectators have stayed.
Yeah, more so than most of
right
our tournaments that we have. There are more spectators here in-house than most of the other tournaments that we do.
Yeah.
So
it's very nice to see that, especially since we do have a local. So this is the first time that Mike has used this ball in this tournament. That did not work out well.
looks like he's searching. I think he could be in trouble here if he doesn't find something quickly.
Especially on that left lane. I think he's got the right lane okay, but the left lane is a problem.
Tried to go hard way that time, so that's an opening.
Yeah, I'm surprised he did that. I
missed there.
Seems a little frustrated.
Well, if you're Eric Parby, you got to take advantage here.
This right lane is reading up very early for him. He made the adjustment. did not move, but I think that was him. And I think if you notice his reaction, he blamed himself on that one.
Yep.
He did not get around that one. It was just straight up the back. While we're waiting for Eric to make this spare, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the hard-working volunteers that this tournament has every year, Daren, and all of the staff at Chateau Lanes for their assistance and providing all of the help that we need whenever we need it, and that includes the mechanics at the back because they work very hard during this tournament.
Yes, the entire staff here, volunteers, everyone, they're always so welcoming to us here at NDBowling.com, so I do appreciate that, and what they do for the tournament is unmatched. So,
yeah. So nice to see every year. Michael has got to make a very positive move here. I think this is his good lane, so he's got to make sure that he gets it lined up really quick. Read early as well. I don't think at this stage that I see any difference other than he has to maybe try and get a little more left so he can get some help. Because whatever he was shooting straight down, he can't do it right now. It's gone. It's done.
And one thing I have noticed on the right side in my years playing here is you have to take advantage of the built-in hold on these lanes. And so you might have to get far enough left for that, but there is built-in hold on these lanes. You just have to be in the right spot to use it.
Yeah. So either the ball change has done this on the pair, and if it has, then what he needs to do is get back to his other ball, or he's got to make the move with the ball he's got in his hand. Looks like he's staying with the ball. Definitely made a move, but he did not get the ball reaction he expected.
Now it goes to show just how different these pairs are, and it's that way across the whole house.
I agree. I agree. It's so difficult to play pair to pair.
You know, and I grew up in Minot, North Dakota. We'll be shooting the finals of the Morris Anderson Memorial here in 2 weeks, and I'll be bowling that event, and it's the same way there. There are certain pairs in the house you just do not want to hit, and another error there by Schmidt, so.
This is not a good start for Michael.
You have a question as to what ball is Eric throwing? I'm not sure at the moment. I do know he throws predominantly Storm Rotogrip equipment, so if that does narrow it down for anybody.
It's an awfully dull surface, I'll tell you that.
There's a lot of surface on it, you know.
I think Mike should go back to his other ball.
He's going to have to make a big change here soon.
Yeah, because we're at frame 4 almost, so.
Again, this is a winner-take-all match. The winner here will be the 2019 Manitoba Open champion, so.
He's going after it.
Yeah, he's locked in right now.
He
so
definitely is. He definitely is.
100% go time for Michael Schmidt if he wants a chance at this. He used up his get-out-of-jail-free card in that first match, so.
Yeah. Well, he's sticking with the ball, so let's see what happens here. He's inside, way inside. No hold.
Miss left and it hooks to the face. You miss out a little bit, it hangs.
Yeah. The jump has got to be bigger, otherwise he can't keep the pocket. And his 2 baby splits that he's left. Look out. There's no release on that ball, that's all. Just stayed in it way too long. He's definitely having some difficulties. He's got to play tactical. He has to play more tactical. I think he's gone back to the original ball that he started with. Online.
Better. He's going to need a lot of help, though.
Yeah.
He's dug himself a hole, so.
Yeah, a big one.
Again, we're going to have a word with our champion following the conclusion of this match. So stay tuned for that. We'll have the trophy presentation. Big shot for there.
He is right on.
And
He wants this.
so now is this the advantage of having bowled here against Felicia?
I think so. I really do.
You got a full game on
Yep.
on this, and you made all the adjustments already. Nothing changed over there.
Nothing.
So
He made one adjustment on 17 and he's locked. Or on 15. Look out. Got away with it.
yeah, you wanted that one.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, got nothing to lose. Got to go for it.
Well, and I think that's the double-edged sword to being the top seed is, you know, you get the advantage of having 2 matches, but you don't know what the lanes are doing by that time.
Yep. That'd be different if you were playing on the same pair. You'd
Yeah.
have an advantage, period. Wow. Just had the wrong ball in his hand, that's all. Same old rule, 2 in a row and it's still bad. It's not you. Make another change. They wanted to find something to cheer for, and they've got it. Mike has just thrown a 3-bagger, and the locals appreciate it.
Sanctioned 3-bagger for Michael Schmidt in the championship.
I don't think Eric's going to give it up.
He's pretty locked in here.
Yeah, he's not going to give it up. But you never know. Anything can happen at any given moment.
Good to get 9 there. Good to get 9.
Yeah. Considering how much he tugged that one, he's lucky to have that.
Again, we thank you all to returning to the stream here after a slight hiccup. But we are up and running, and we'll get a word with the winner here following the conclusion of the match, which it appears Eric Barbie has complete control over. And up to spare, I didn't jinx him there either. So. Yeah, a double here. It'll make him think about it. He's still got 220 left.
Yeah,
so.
he does. No.
It's like threading a needle out there right now for him.
Yeah, and he needed all of them. That's the only chance, and then Eric would have to give something up. But
yeah, now he only maxes out at 204, so
yeah,
he's going to need a lot of help. Right there, he's thinking he made the wrong move early in the match. He should have went to that ball right away, and he knows it.
And the interesting thing is, when he was finishing up lane 18, we said we weren't sure that was the right time to do the ball change because he's going to a different pair. So the truth is, if he had gone back to what he had or stayed with what he had and hoped the pair change would have helped him, he might have been better off. Because when you consider how many balls he threw 4 balls on each lane in practice, plus he's threw another 4 frames. That's 8 frames when he should have given it up after 2.
And with that strike there for Eric, that's going to do it for this match. And Eric will be your 2019 Manitoba Open champion, his second Open title. His other one was in 2013, so congratulations to him. And Michael will take home, I believe it's $1,100 for his efforts in second. Yes, and the $1,500 top prize will go to Eric Barbie. So we'll have a word with him following the conclusion of this game here, and tournament director Melody will hand him the Manitoba Crystal Trophy.
Everything's going right.
And for those of you just joining us, we will have a complete recap of the tournament on NDBowling.com sometime tomorrow, so please tune into that. And a quick reminder to everyone out there that Ebonite is the official bowling ball sponsor of NDBowlTV. You can stay connected to us by liking the Facebook page, subscribing to our YouTube page, and follow us on Twitter. Again, you're watching NDBowlTV, the High Plains Bowling Network. And congratulations to Eric Barbie as he will win another Open title. a little bit of momentum heading into Minot in 2 weeks. A place where he's won before as well, so.
It's certainly going to give him a lot of confidence because he had a really good tournament.
And in the past few years, the winner of this event has gone on to do very well in Minot, as Matt McNeil won last year and then
Oh, that's a good point.
goes on to win in Minot. So
That's true. It's true. Well, it's a good indicator of where your game is. You're beating all these guys, that's for sure.
And we're going to get a word with Eric here quickly. And they're going to do the trophy presentation first, and then we'll talk to them. So.
Yeah, insult to injury.
It's brutal out there. I think that just goes to show how hard it was this week.
It was really tough. Very challenging. It demanded good shots off your hand every time. Otherwise, you pay the price, or you simply don't get what you want. Still had a good tournament.
And good to see Mike back on NDBowlTV. I know it's been a few years, so good tournament for him. And here's the presentation of the trophy and prize money.
Big checks.
I think they're trying to gather all the finalists here to hand out prize money. And then we'll get a word with our champion.
I'd like to thank all you bowlers for coming bowling in this tournament, our volunteers, all the spectators. Thank you very much for coming out. Indy Bowling for doing the TV. I'll make the presentation to the top 5. In 5th spot, Michael Larson. 4th spot, Dylan Meyer. 3rd spot, my girl, Felicia Wong. In 2nd, Mike Schmidt. And the 2019 Manitoba Open champion for the 2nd time, Eric.
Well, congratulations to Eric and all the finalists here this year. A great tournament for all of them, and we look forward to seeing everyone back next year.
Pretend like you like each other. They'll sleep. Can't cough now, Mike. That was I don't know what that was.
Okay.
Just there.
Well, thank you guys very much.
All right, and Eric, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, and welcoming now into the booth, champion Eric Parvey. Congratulations, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
All right, well, let's go back to yesterday. What worked for you in the qualifying round?
That phase, I threw the phase 2, which was the position round stream.
Yep.
Yeah, so I threw the phase 2 pretty much all day, right up about 7. And yeah, it worked great. I didn't have the carry yesterday, but then made a lot of spares, so that was kind of very important yesterday. So.
Right, and I noticed that early on in the block, they were pretty nice for the left side, but then as the block went on, they got a little tricky, and I saw a lot of the left-handers start to drop out, but if you were able to survive that qualifying round, it was good out there today.
Yeah, definitely. So when I was fresh, on the fresh, I had 235, but then I hit a pair where 7 lefties had been through. So there was a lot of traffic and hit a lot of over-under, so I didn't get to continue the nice stuff on the fresh, and then just grinded out games. That was a lot of it, putting together doubles when I needed it.
And we did have a question in the final as to what ball you were throwing.
That was the IQ Tour at 500 grit.
We were saying it had a lot of surface.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So then, I guess building upon that, how does this one compare to 2013?
2013 was easier.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to sleep on the way home, but yeah. This one, like I said to Melody yesterday, I'm going to go back and go to bed when it was about 7 o'clock because I was exhausted, and just as much today. It was just a mental grind. I threw the ball really well with the phase 2 all throughout, and then 15 and 16, I shot 170, and then 17 and 18, and I think shot another 170, so I'm like, it's not going to work, so that's why I took a risk, took that IQ down to 500, and it gave me a look that I needed.
And then finally, like, what was your, I guess, game plan going into facing a 6-time Open champion, and you had to beat him twice? So what was, like, your game plan early on?
Pray. I prayed a lot. Mike Schmidt, he's a class act, and I knew no matter what it was going to be tough. So getting past him, let alone once, is hard enough. Getting past him twice is near impossible, and that's pretty much what I told him after. He was pretty much lost on 15-16, but yeah, just kind of lucked out, I guess.
Well, very nice. And what's next for you? Minot?
Yep, I'll be there.
Very nice. You've won that one before, and
Yep.
I was telling Mike earlier, you know, it's been kind of a tradition. People who've had success here have gone on to have success there in 2 weeks, so maybe you can keep the tradition alive.
Yeah, that's the goal. So just before I duck out, I want to throw a big shout out to Cruz's Pro Shop. He's sponsored me and helped out with my drilling and stuff like that, so that's my go-to for North and South Dakota.
Absolutely. Important for any guy's game.
Yep, so yeah.
Cool.
And then Shake and Bake, of course.
Yeah. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
And we'll see you in Minot.
Yep.
All right, that will do it for us here in Manitoba. Thanks for everyone for joining us, and yeah, sorry about the little interruption there, but we will be back in 2 weeks at the Morris Anderson Memorial Shootout, and hopefully you guys can join us there. And yeah, for NDBowling.com, I'm Daren Seney saying good night and safe travels, and thanks for joining us.